friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today we have a very special guest meditator, Keira Lani. She is a tree gong healer, and she can tell us about that afterwards. But today her meditation is Heal to the Bones, a sound bath immersion. And I'm so glad to have you doing this today, Keira. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Ruth. And it's such a pleasure to be here after we missed last week with the random power outage. So I love that you reminded me about being the tree gong healer. One time I was looking for a retreat space, and the gentleman said, "Well, I don't think we can have gongs here because we're in a neighborhood and it might be too loud." And I was like, "Well, tree gong isn't really gongs, but today it is. I'm getting the gongs out." So,
It is.
ever since then, I was like, "Yeah, I think we need gongs in tree gong because there's such powerful healing medicine. Sound is such an important piece of creation. Sound, we come into this world in water, and the very first thing most babies do is make a loud noise. Not always, because if they're born in water and they're close to their mother, they don't. But the sound is such an important part of how a baby identifies their mother. And I'm just thinking of the sound of creation. And so this meditation today came from a spontaneous healing I did for a friend the other day who broke his ankle. And he has been doing all this research on YouTube. And he said, "I need some sound bowls." And I said, "Oh, I'll do a sound bath for you." And I'd never specifically done a sound bath with the intention of healing a broken bone before. And the way that it channeled through was really powerful. So if you happen to be healing a broken bone, this could be extra powerful for you, but that's not my intention with the meditation here. My intention is to connect with the marrow of the bones. The marrow is where your body regenerates the red blood cells. The marrow is where your body actually renews itself. The bones also are constantly in a process of breaking down and rebuilding. You can actually change the structure of your system. Of your structure. You can actually change the shape of your structure, is what I meant to say, of your skeletal system. Um, sure, by breaking a bone and having it not heal properly, we've all seen that. But even by repairing that long healed injury, or changing the shape of your pelvis to allow yourself to be more flexible by slowly working with the bones over time. So, my intention with this meditation today is to really offer your body, mind, and experience. This meditation is less for your thinking mind. So, we're really going to invite the thinking mind to take a step aside as we drop in here together and receive this sound healing with the physical body, with the bones. And so I'm going to start, before I start sounding the bowls, I'm going to start with some physical breath and tuning into your body mind awareness and the intelligence in your bones, that your bones can both create new blood cells to nourish your body, to receive the oxygen and carry it to the cells in your body. And they can take in and store calcium which is needed for the muscular actions of your body, and then release it as needed according to the activities that you're doing. So really be aware of how much intelligence is held in your bones as we drop into this meditation, and then really trust your bones and your bone marrow to receive this healing and take it wherever in your body is needing it the most, because it's also the body awareness is also the nervous system. Remember, your brain is only part of your nervous system. It's an entire organ really running throughout your body with all of the nerve endings going to every single place in your body. Every part that you move, every organ and system has nerves there, and they're all talking to each other. And so when we allow the wisdom of the bones, which is the part of us that sticks around the longest in this physical life, if we're allowed to decompose naturally into the earth. And so you can tune into that connection with all animals, all boned animals, which are a lot of different species. And just tune in now with the breath and imagine that you can breathe all the way into your bones. And with each breath, drop your awareness deeper into the space inside of the bones that is full of life force potential. Feel the inside of the bones communicating with the spaces between the joints, with the ligaments and tendons, with the nervous system and the muscles, with the entire body systems, even at the cellular level, even at the molecular level. And now trusting this wisdom in your bones, just allow the breath to breathe into the bones and nourish your entire system. Feel the parts of you that communicate without your thoughts with the rest of the world. Feeling the way that your body-mind interfaces with the world that you live in. Feeling how your unique body-mind was designed for the exact purpose that you find yourself in this life. And I'm going to remember to turn my sound on. There we go. So as you continue to breathe with your bones, I'll begin tuning into the communication that my body has with these beautiful instruments that are around me. Connecting to the crystal first, as the sound washes over you. Feel your body-mind connecting to the crystalline structures within the earth. From where that I've introduced you to the instruments, I'll allow them to sing to your bones as you receive the vibrations into your marrow. Allow yourself to receive the rememberings from your ancestors, the ancestors of the land, the ancestors of your teachers, the ancestors of the trees even. Breathing it in. This next round is inviting a spiral of purification flowing from earth to heaven through your body. Keep breathing. Allow yourself to release whatever has been blocking you from feeling whole. Oh, whatever has been weighing on you. Really feel the connection to the earth, the heartbeat beneath your feet. Shaking loose what you're ready to be free of. Vibrating at a higher frequency. Dissipating. Purifying. Feeling yourself purified, renewed, and ready to be filled to overflowing. Now we'll allow the energy to flow in. One more round and feeling the divine. Feeling that any last remnants of old stickiness are going to melt into the earth as you are filled to overflowing with the blessings of the infinite. Feeling all those who have come before gathering at your back to cheer you on. Feeling your angelic guides coming forward to bring the messages that are just for you. Whatever form they show up in, they could be animal spirits or dragons. It could be the voice of God as the clouds split open. Allow the wisdom to come in along with this overflowing of energy. Feel the sweetness of life, the nectar, the bliss, the ecstasy available in this form, and just welcome it with the breath. You are here to feel joy, to feel pleasure, to feel love and abundance. Activating within you. Allow the last vibrations to ground into the core of your being. Feel yourself being breathed by the cosmic vibration. Feel yourself renewed, refreshed, and ready to step even more strongly on your divine path of purpose here in this life. And with these last few breaths, return to movement. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Allow your eyes to gently flutter open. Seeing the world through fresh eyes, what do you notice? I'm smelling this amazing lily again with a fresh nose after that divine journey we took together. I'd love to hear in the comments, what did you experience? What did your bones say? How did your bones speak to you? How did they show you a new way of perceiving the way you connect to the world? I'd love to hear your reflections. And as always, feel free to reach out to me if you are feeling a call to a deeper guidance, or guidance in your personal healing journey, guidance into a deeper connection with your life, or assistance in healing relationships, healing your physical body, or really transforming your perception of the world. This is what I'm feeling guided into service through my life's journey. And I'd love to hear what you are being called to in your bones.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, the bowls, it just felt so primal to me, and it allowed me to concentrate on my bones and breathing through my bones. And I really appreciate that. I know I personally, I'm guessing a number of folks on here, spend more time in my heart and going upward and outward and completely forget that I've got a body attached. And so I'm trying to make a true concerted effort right now to include the body and take better care of my body through exercise and mindfulness of my body. So thank you. This was perfect timing. And I just really appreciate that emphasis on healing of the bones. So thank you.
Mm, thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy the different tones that come out. And I mean, it's the same tones, but I notice when I have the intention that this sound is for the bones, for the way the bones will hear the sound, then it comes out very primal, and it connects us to that primal nature that is also a very important nature. And so you're inspiring me to offer one more access point for those of you that want to be more connected to your primal nature as you still lead from your heart and expand to the infinite. And this is right here at the base of the skull. If you even just touch here gently, you can feel this connection to that. They call it the lizard brain. When you connect here, or with gentle tapping, or maybe even stronger tapping. And I notice we get really sticky here, when especially sticky in that area when we're really focused in mentally in some way. And it's needing to release that energy back into the body and have that connection. And so thinking of that, of keeping that channel open, that brain body communication channel, as it were, really open, can really help with that mindfulness of the body and listening to the body, hearing when the body is trying to tell you something instead of waiting until you're laid out. I know this happens a lot, that we kind of ignore the body and go, go, go. And then one day we're like, oh, now my body is telling me to rest, by making me so ill that I can't move for a few days. And so it's good to just try to avoid that by listening when your body needs to rest. So that's one of the things I really try to do is even when my mind is saying, no, I have to do this, I have to do that, and my body is saying, but I really need rest, I'll be like, okay, mind, keep telling me all those things. I'm building up energy for them, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to do them, that I'm resting right now. It just means I'm gathering some energy first. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. One of the other things I do, Kara, is if I'm out somewhere and I happen to see my reflection in a window or a mirror, I'll pay close attention to my posture.
Mm,
Just opening the shoulders and standing up straight, because I know as we get older and the more we do all these electronics, the more we tend to get, hunched over. And I think if you can straighten that up and just keep
mhm,
reminding yourself to straighten that up, I think that makes a difference, and just being open.
mhm. And so yeah, that's like when I was talking about that channel in the back, we want to think of like our head being above our pelvis, right? So often we use the shoulders to get ourselves back, but I really also invite that sense of I want to be in alignment. And, we talk a lot about that in the spiritual world. We want to be in alignment. And we forget sometimes how important the physical alignment is to our spiritual alignment. So, yeah, thank you for that reminder. It's really powerful to just bring in, where do I find the reminders? I'll notice the way I'm standing when I'm washing the dishes, and I'll be like, oh, I need to adjust this a little bit so that how can I have good body mechanics when I'm in the garden, when I'm washing dishes. This is actually one of the things I've spent a lot of my personal and professional career on, because the first thing I was a yoga teacher, and I used to so I used to teach classes on this kind of stuff. How do you do it when you're driving? How do you do it when you're, walking? Of course, is kind of an easy access point in one, you would think, but we get into these weird patterns, and so it's amazing how much we can feel, we can receive the downloads more effectively when we're tuning our entire instrument. And, since I introduced you all to my instruments, I'm also reminding you that you are the inhabitor of an amazing instrument. And this is also a sound healing instrument. So you can play with, if you have a place that needs attention, putting your hand, for some reason, I'm feeling the shoulder is the place to demonstrate. And usually we do sound, or usually I teach sound healing, like along with elements and different um, organ systems, but I want to teach a different thing where we just come into, like, I'm feeling a bit of tightness in my shoulder. I have a sound healing instrument in my body. It's called the voice. So I'm going to tone until I feel the strongest vibration where I'm touching my shoulder. Oh. It was a pretty deep tone. I'm going to do it again. Oh. That time I felt it start to relax. Oh. Now I felt it moving, so I'm going to go down to right here where it's actually, I'm feeling is actually the source point right at the shoulder joint itself. Oh, that tone isn't quite right, so I'm going to try again. Oh, Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now I can feel it flowing down the nerves, like through my armpit, down the nerves and out my fingertips. And so I really invite you to play with this. I actually really, this just came through spontaneously just now to share with you. And it isn't even something I've been doing before. So I'm super excited. I'm like, oh yeah, not only can we utilize it with so don't just think your voice is a sound healing tool if you do the seed sounds, or if you learn the five element healing emotional healing system. It's a spontaneous healing device that can be used in all kinds of different ways. And I really encourage experimenting and asking your own body, your own voice, how is my instrument designed? What can I do to tune my instrument more effectively? This is I'm getting really excited to really follow this myself to even deeper levels of personal healing and gifts to offer to my clients and students. So thank you so much for offering this amazing platform, Ruth, where we get to really dive in with our gifts and continue to develop and grow together. It's so beautiful.
I love that, Kara. Of course. My absolute pleasure. Thank you for this. Thank you for taking that time just to stop and spontaneously teach us as well. I really appreciate that. So, friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon. Thank